Welcome to another episode of Theme Park Conductor. I'm Brandon. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and anyone new here watching this video, if you'd like to subscribe, I will be covering on this channel Disneyland and Universal Studios Hollywood. But today we are going to be talking about Universal Studios Hollywood. We're going to go over some things that revolve around Universal's 5-year plan to basically update the park, bring new lands, bring new rides, bring new shows to get ready for the 2028 Olympics. We're trying to dissect what Universal is going to do next. As many of you probably know by now, that Universal just opened Super Nintendo World, so now it is now open to the general public. The opening date for Super Nintendo World was February the 17th. You can check out some of my videos on my YouTube page at Theme Park Conductor. There are also other YouTubers, Five Fires, Theme Park Wizard, Theme Park Obsession, and JP Land. There's another guy, JS Land. They're all great YouTubers and whatnot. You can definitely check out their content as well. They go in a little more in depth to the land and Universal when they do visit that Universal Park. But basically, like I was saying earlier, we are going to talk about what Universal is going to do next, that now that Super Nintendo World is open. Because there was a Twitter post not too long ago basically saying that the CEO of Universal Parks and Resort is giving Universal Studios Hollywood a $1 billion budget to basically, like I said, update the park, bring new lands, bring new rides, hopefully bring a couple new shows. And I know one of the shows that we were hinting on getting at Hollywood's park is the Bourne Spectacular, which is at Orlando's theme park. You can definitely check videos on that on YouTube. It's a looks like a really fun show. Um, if many of you don't know, we lost two shows here at Hollywood just recently. One was animal actors. The other one happened to be special effects. And the store in between those two shows on the upper lot, which is Production Central, are all getting ready to get demolished. And basically, what Universal has hinted at, we are getting a actual ride in that location. They have not 100% confirmed that is going to be the Fast Too Furious roller coaster, but everyone that I've talked to, YouTubers that I've talked to, and whatnot, we are 99% sure that it is going to be a Fast Too Furious roller coaster. But Universal hasn't publicly announced it yet, so we are waiting on that currently to hear the official word coming from them. Right now, I'm going to transition my homepage here that you can clearly see on your screen right now to Google Maps, because I want to show you some things. Basically, what I think could be coming to the park, what is going on with the park, what land does Hollywood have to expand. So let me do that now. Okay, so as many of you can see here, basically this right here is Super Nintendo World. This is what just opened on the 17th. Clearly, Google has not updated their maps yet because the land is open. This is kind of showing probably about 4 or 5 months before it started doing AP previews, which was back in kind of early January. So right here, like I was saying, is Super Nintendo World, and a lot of people were talking about, you know, why is the land so small compared to Japan, compared to Orlando, which is we just got the confirmation during the opening ceremony, which was on February the 15th. You can check out Five Fire's YouTube on that. He was there. It was for content creators and some press. Mr. Moto from Nintendo, the CEO of Nintendo, was there. Basically, a lot of people were wondering why Universal did not demolish this area right here, where Panda Express and Studio Cafe are. You got the gift shop right here. Because a lot of people are hinting at if Universal Studios Hollywood would have leveled this area right here and expanded Super Nintendo World out, we could have had more mini games, possibly the Yoshi ride. I won't swear to that. But basically, Universal kind of, in my opinion, should have done that. I don't know why they didn't do that. But now there's hints and rumors, again, not confirmed, just rumors, that this right here is going to get set to be demolished and they are going to extend Super Nintendo World. Another rumor that's going on right now is basically the Donkey Kong attraction, which Japan is getting alongside Orlando is getting. So we're trying to dissect where can that go, because a lot of people were saying, oh well, you can put the Donkey Kong expansion right here. Personally, for me, yeah, it could go there, but does it make sense? No, not really. In my personal opinion, it does not make sense. So one of the spots that I'm currently eyeing right now is over here, Soundstage 12. Basically from Soundstage 7 to Soundstage 12, this area right here basically is going to get demolished, and that is basically where Donkey Kong is going to go from Soundstage 7 all the way through 12, which basically means we should be able to get the full version of the Donkey Kong expansion. Basically, 7 through 11 are being used for production at the moment. They are getting ready once their shows do wrap up for their seasons, because there's multiple shows filming in here currently. They are going to move production to other sound stages on the back lot that obviously the general public cannot be at. Soundstage 12 filmed a lot of famous scenes from movies. About a year or two ago, they were filming The Voice in the soundstage, clearly down Kirk Douglas Drive, where the studio tour tram drives right through here and right in the middle between all these buildings. But as you're going down right here, you can still see the painted logo of The Voice on the soundstage. Now, the production company NBC does not use the soundstage anymore for the show The Voice, because they did build newer sound stages on the back lot that are a lot bigger, newer, and basically can handle what they need done. So this is kind of a abandoned soundstage at the moment. It is, like I said, going to get demolished along with 7 through 11 here to make way for Donkey Kong. A lot of people were talking about where would the entrance be? Well, it's kind of hard to see it from this angle, but there is a mini game right here. And then past the mini game, right next to Bowser Jr.'s castle, which is right here, which is the uh, key challenge. After you get 3 keys from 3 different mini games, basically there's a kind of like a mix mosh of 3 different colored doors right here. Let's see if I can zoom in real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. So right here, this is where basically they are going to build the entrance to Donkey Kong, and then I would assume it's going to be kind of like a tunnel type thing where it's going to come out here, and then it's going to go here, walk towards here, and then at some point the land entrance is going to be somewhere right here. So let me zoom out real quick, because this area here all the way down Kurt Douglas Drive, they are no longer going to have this road right here, I would assume. And if they are going to have this road, basically they're going to have to burrow underneath the street, rip up all this asphalt, and kind of make the road go underneath the entrance. Maybe that's what they are going to do to get to this area here. That way they can access this area if they need to, or I'm not too sure how they're going to do it. But we are 99% sure that the Donkey Kong expansion is going to go right here. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, what are you guys going to do with the Revenge of the Mummy building? Because obviously Hollywood has decided that they are going to get rid of the show building. A lot of people were talking about, well, maybe you can build the tram loading area, because and later in the video I'm going to kind of talk about another area and another expansion for Harry Potter. That's going to be further down, but a lot of people are hinting that the studio tour, which at one point in the last decade, 2 decades ago, the studio tour load area was down here. So basically, they were hinting that it could go here, but this is my personal opinion. Why not have the Velocicoaster from Orlando be put there? And the reason why I say the Velocicoaster could go here, because right here, right in this kind of looking jungle area, this is Jurassic World the ride. You got Dino Play right here. You got the Jurassic Cafe right here. You got a meet and greet, which is a raptor encounter, which I highly recommend. It is a fun experience. They bring Blue out, and then you could take pictures with Blue, which is really awesome. And then there's the show building for the ride, that you go up, and you are greeted by some velociraptors, and you're also greeted by the Dominus Rex and the original T-Rex. Basically, I think the Velocicoaster should go here. Orlando has reported probably about 6-7 months ago that the Velocicoaster has already took over 1 million guests. Think about that, over 1 million guests on that ride since it's open. And it is a absolute fan favorite for anyone that likes Jurassic Park. When those movies debuted back in the day to the new movies, where Jurassic World movies have been out in public. So I personally think the Velocicoaster should go here. That is just a personal preference of mine. I think it should happen. And I think Universal Studios Hollywood would be smart to put that there. Now, people were talking about the Transformers building, and then there's a little soundstage back here, which is sometimes used for production. Last year, it was the home to the weekend for Horror Nights, the Maze, which was absolutely incredible. If you haven't seen that video or you weren't able to go to Halloween Horror Nights last year, I highly recommend looking up this maze. It was an absolute wonderful maze, highly anticipated, and there are rumors that that maze will be coming back this year, which is just absolutely exciting. So anyone that did not get to view it, hopefully they can view it this year. Again, that is speculation. That is not a guaranteed fact that's coming back, but there are a lot of rumors that the maze could come back in this soundstage. Now, like I was mentioning earlier, we're going to talk about some other areas of the park that Universal Studios Hollywood is considering transforming. So let me move the map real quick. And up here, I don't know if you could see this, right here. So basically, you got the Animal Actor show, which is currently the show's no more. It's completely gone. Right here, right in between here, it's kind of hard to see, but you do have the special effects stage right here. This is special effects, and right in between here, I think it's right here. Yeah, it's right here. You got Production Central. So this building, which is attached to Animal Actors, this building right here, all this right here is going to be demolished and it's going to be gone. This area right here that has basically some food areas, including the Duff Brewery, beer garden. I heard that there's a possibility that that might be torn out as well, but definitely these three buildings right here to make way for the Fast and Furious roller coaster that is hinted to come in this area, which basically the the load station is going to be right here, and the tracks are going to go over the escalators going down to the lower line, kind of whip back up and go around, which I didn't even think Universal would ever do something like that, but apparently they are. And this area over here, the Simpsons ride, let's talk about that for a minute, because the Simpsons area, basically, if many of you don't know, we had a contract with Fox to bring the Simpsons here, but now that Disney owns the rights to Fox Studios and everything Fox, basically Universal is losing the rights in 2028 to have the Simpsons land unless they negotiate a new contract with Disney, which I don't see that happening. And the Simpsons back in the day was cool. It's starting to lose its nostalgic a little bit. The show building here, which houses the Simpsons ride, it has been rumored by a content creator on Twitter, which his name is Universal Core. Definitely check out his page on Twitter. He definitely keeps people informed of what's going on at Universal Studios Hollywood. And I've heard rumors, basically this building here, a lot of times when the ride is going on, they are not using every single little room that has the pre-show, one of the pre-shows before you get on the ride. They're not using all the rooms. And the reason why that might be is because over the years since this building has been here, formerly it was E.T. Adventure before the Simpsons ride took over. the building has major structure issues. And the problem I have with that is Universal, I don't think, would spend the money to restructure this building so it can sit properly. Because there, like I said, there are structure issues to this building, and a lot of people have commented. Basically, it would probably be cost effective just to demolish this whole building and get rid of it. Absolutely, just tear it out. Basically, this area here, which is the facade, you got the Krusty Burger, you got Moe's Tavern, you got the Cletus Chicken Shack, you got the Lard Donuts, and then if you're in this area right here, you can see that they have the facades for Springfield Elementary. They have basically the little Springfield Penitentiary. They have the nuclear plant. So that's all the facade right here. This whole area right here. And then you got, again, some food areas over here. And then you got the ride right here. You got some little carnival games. You got the Quickie Mart. But new rumors have pointed out that this area here, even if this building gets absolutely demolished and leveled, that they might bring a small version of Monsters Land in this area right here, which would be absolutely cool. Epic Universe is bringing that land to their new theme park that they are currently building, which is going to open in summer 2025. And I think that would be pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, it would be pretty awesome to have a Monsters Land, because Universal is known for their Universal monsters, and it all started here in Hollywood. Now, clearly you can see this entrance right here. This is for the studio tour. You walk a little path, and then you go down a little escalator, and then right here where these blue tents are, you got the loading queue area for the trams that go down that Kirk Douglas Road towards the lower lot, behind Jurassic World the ride, Super Nintendo World, the sound stages I was telling you about that are gonna be soon to be demolished for the Donkey Kong expansion, hopefully. Basically, I personally think, because if you look here, let me zoom out a little bit. You do have the castle and the show building right here. For Harry Potter, you got the little mini roller coaster, and then let me see if I can zoom in here real quick. So this is the castle right here. You got the shops, the Ollivanders, and you got the Hogshead. I don't know why this isn't popping up, but this is the Three Broomsticks right here. Really good themed restaurant. You got Honeydukes. You got the little toy store. And you got the little mini Hogwarts Express photo op right here, and then this is the entrance to Harry Potter right here. But basically, this area here, I think, should be King's Cross Station. So if somehow they were able to build the facade for King's Cross Station right here, and then you go down, and then there's the Hogwarts Express right here, which Orlando has, which again is totally cool if you're a Harry Potter fan, which I am, or you just like things to do at the theme park. That is a really cool experience. And many of you might ask, well, where would the Hogwarts Express go? Because obviously the Hogwarts Express, it needs to go somewhere. So basically what the theory is, let me zoom out here. basically the theory is King's Cross Station, the Hogwarts Express would be right here, and the studio tour load area, and the studio tour, like I was saying earlier in the video, would be somewhere on the lower lot. That would be on the lower lot. So the Hogwarts Express, if I had to, you know, guess, because again, it's not a confirmed thing, but if I had to guess, it would go down this road, go down here, and then it would keep going down, down, and then right here, the Old Falls Lake area, they are not using this. It's basically a parking lot right now for RVs and trailers for the production crews that use the sound stages to make TV shows, commercials, movies, etc. Right here, that is in the grass area. Again, this is not updated. You have Jupiter's Claim from the movie Nope. And then right here, you have the Fast 2 Furious experience, 3D experience, which a lot of people kind of want that gone. And that content creator, Universal Core on Twitter, has basically told us once the roller coaster of Fast 2 Furious is built on the upper lot, replacing Production Central, replacing animal actors, replacing special effects stage, basically this whole thing right here is going to go away. And when this whole thing goes away, we are thinking that the Hogwarts Express is going to pull in here, and right here, this is going to be the entrance to Diagon Alley, which is going to be in this area right here. Now, Diagon Alley, I think personally would fit this area perfectly. And then a lot of people are like, well, if they bring Diagon Alley, would they bring Hagrid's motorbike? Or would they bring that new adventure that's coming to Epic Universe, which is supposed to be based off the Ministry of Magic ride, which there's an early concept of what that looks like, but I'm not going to get into that portion right now. But I personally think if you look at this land here, just like cut this off real quick, imagine this isn't here, and you have from this point right here all the way down here, you could build the full version of Diagon Alley. Now, the layout might be a little different, who knows, compared to Orlando's. But this area here, I personally think could be Hagrid's motorbike adventure. I think it would be absolutely awesome because that is another fan favorite roller coaster that's in Orlando that a lot of people would love to have in Hollywood. So this would be formerly the Diagon Alley area, and possibly Hagrid's motorbike adventure, or like I said, it could be that new Ministry of Magic area, which I don't know. I'd rather have Hagrid's motorbike adventure, to be quite honest with you. So that would take care of that area right there. So between this area, the studio tour right here, getting removed and moved to the lower lot somewhere. You got this area, the Simpsons area, being turned into possibly mini Monsters Land. You got these three areas: Production Central, Animal Actors, Special Effects, demolished, gone. Then, when you look over here, you got Soundstage 12, 7 through 11 right here. Basically, getting demolished for Donkey Kong. And I just want to throw on a quick note. If you haven't been to Super Nintendo World yet, I super highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. The restaurant is totally themed. The food's great. The little gift shop that they have is really cool. The ride itself is really cool with the VR. Really, really cool. It does not go fast. It's a slow, dark ride. But it's a lot of fun. I give it 10 out of 10 in my personal opinion. But basically, that's that's what we're looking at possibly for theme park expansion in the next 5 years to get ready for the Olympics that are coming back to LA in 2028. That is what my prediction is. Now, again, I want to pull up Universal Core on Twitter and show you some of the posts that kind of relates to what I've been talking about on this video. So let's pull that up right now. And clearly, as you can see, basically, uh, again, this was during AP previews. This was not open to the land just yet. This was on January the 13th. A lot of people were concerned that basically the only way you can get food and drinks is you would have to eat at Toadstool Cafe or you would have to go outside the land, and not too many people were thrilled about that. So Universal is going to be hopefully tweaking some things to bring beverage carts, which they do have a little mini cart. Um, and then basically they had some issues with gaps and some of the work on the hills needed to be fixed, and the AV media on the ride needed to be fixed. So currently they have that all corrected, because I was just at the land on opening weekend and it was completely fixed, all the problems. So I want to go to a post here that I saw. Basically, so here's one of the posts I want to talk about real quick. So when I was pointing out on Google Maps about the Falls Lake area where that giant blue screen is at, they used that for a lot of movies over the years and whatnot. So basically, Universal Core is reporting that if when the Hollywood Drift, which is what the new roller coaster is going to be named, uh, supposedly for the new roller coaster for Fast Too Furious, once that is pretty much like on the opening or closing stretch of construction, and they're getting ready to test the ride and whatnot, the Fast Too Furious Supercharged experience, 3D experience on the studio tour is going to be demolished and leveled. And he was reporting for future theme park expansion, which more than likely is going to be Diagon Alley. And then again, another post that he posted was current plans for the Hogwarts Express to replace the current studio tour loading station. Studio tour would move permanently building on the lower lot somewhere. We don't know where yet, but somewhere. Let's see. This is Universal Creative Executives. I got to meet all three of these guys on opening day. Really nice guys. Basically, let's see. Let's see if I can find it. I know it's here. Give me 1 second, guys, because he posts a lot. He posts multiple times a day at times. Okay, here we go. So clearly you can see Soundstage 12 right here. Basically, that was the old voice soundstage, like I was saying towards the beginning of the video, and they shot Dracula, Frankenstein, the Lab of Frankenstein, Jurassic Park, Whoville from the Grinch, And basically, Universal Core, like I was stating earlier, he posted this on January the 31st. Looks like sound stages 7 through 12 are possibly being cleared out for Donkey Kong construction. Currently, as far as I know, Soundstage 12 is currently not abandoned but not being used anymore. So, more likely, this is the first soundstage that's going to be demolished. 7 through 12 or 7 through 11, I think there are some productions going on in there as of today. Still, one of them is for Bel Air. I don't know what the other ones are being used for currently. But once the shows wrap up, all these sound stages are going to be demolished, and they will be moving any production that uses 7 through 11 to other sound stages on the back lot. And then let's see, there was another post. Sorry, guys. There was another post here. Where was it? Okay, so this was just a reference point. This is the finished product of Super Nintendo World right here. And again, if you've never been in the land, absolutely amazing. And then this is what it looked like before they started. Just basically a dirt, well, kind of like asphalt dirt lot. So if it wasn't for, sorry to say, COVID, I feel this land would have been built a lot sooner than what it took, which basically took 6 years to build. Um, and again, if COVID didn't exist, then obviously this would have been built a lot sooner. But let's, that's these are three of the Universal Creative Team executives. This is Mr. Moto, the president of Nintendo. He had an interpreter with them. Let's take a look. There's some pictures he posted of Twosome's Chocolate Emporium. That's in the Universal Studios Hollywood City Walk. Really cool restaurant. They are only doing reserved dining, so you do have to make a reservation online for this restaurant, but I do highly recommend it. Really good food. Let's take a look. Was there anything else? I don't think there was anything else on that aspect. So let me switch this back real quick. And let's do this. Okay. So basically, I just wanted to bring those points to you. What I thought Universal Studios Hollywood could be doing with their land and their theme park, and what they could bring, and how they can put things in certain areas of the park. Again, Hollywood having a $1 billion budget, I don't think basically the execs at Universal Parks and Resort would give Hollywood that budget if they weren't serious about bringing new lands, new experiences, new dining locations, new shops, and new rides. So I'm kind of hoping that we're going to see a lot of construction, a lot of new things coming to Universal that basically, Orlando and Japan will have to a certain extent. But Hollywood will, have their own touch on it, I hope. So it won't be an exact clone, but we will have everything, hopefully, that other Universal parks do have. Talking about like Diagon Alley, the Donkey Kong expansion, the Fast 2 Furious roller coaster. Basically, I think Hollywood is going to be the first theme park to get that ride, and then I'm hearing rumors that Orlando possibly would get that ride because a lot of people in Orlando do not like their uh, Fast Too Furious supercharged experience over in Orlando. They do not like it. I've heard horrible things about it. But basically, that's just my predictions. What could happen in the next 5 years to get ready for the Olympics. Because once the Olympics are here, usually they run for about two weeks. Um, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to visit the theme parks, not just Universal Studios Hollywood in general, but Disneyland Resort. They're going to be visiting Six Flags, Knott's Berry Farm, SeaWorld, because the Olympics aren't just held in Los Angeles and that's it. They are going to have other venues of the Olympics. In Los Angeles, I've heard Orange County all the way out to Riverside County, possibly San Diego, but I'm not 100% on that. Don't quote me on that. Um, but Universal wants to be ready. And quite frankly, I can't blame them either for that. So I'm hoping that everything I talked about today will come to life because I think Hollywood definitely needs it. But one thing I can say that a lot of people may agree, may not agree, who knows, that, we're just fortunate to have Universal bring Super Nintendo World to life at Hollywood because we gotta remember, yes, Hollywood's park is a lot smaller than Orlando and Japan. It is landlocked. So there are things that kind of don't get brought to the park that other parks may have. But one thing I can take away from it, if not multiple things I could take away from it, was that Universal Studios Hollywood is a movie lot. And to not only have a movie lot with practical sets that many, many, many movies, TV shows, commercials, um, events have happened on the back lot. I am just thrilled or over thrilled that we get to not only enjoy a theme park, but also a movie studio where a lot of great movies over my lifetime and just Universal in general, as long as they've been making movies, have been made on that lot. And I am so proud and happy that I'm able to walk into the theme park knowing that I am not only in a theme park but a movie lot as well. And you know, again, it just what Universal Studios Hollywood creative team did with Super Nintendo World, I was absolutely blown away. And if any of them are watching this video, I just want to thank you on the bottom of my heart. You guys brought my childhood, many other people's childhood to life, and we are just so thankful that you guys were able to do that. And it absolutely blows me away that something that I can only think of being in a video game could become real life is just mind blowing to me. I had so much fun opening weekend, visiting Super Nintendo World, doing the Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge ride, eating at Toadstool Cafe, enjoying just the atmosphere, the theming, the mini games, which there are 4 mini games in the land, and I, I I was just blown away. I don't even have much words to describe how happy you guys at Universal Creative have made so many people feel. But besides that, I just want to thank everyone for watching this video. If you haven't already, smash that like button for me. If you're new to the channel and you would like to subscribe, I would more than definitely appreciate it. And I hope I can see you guys on the next one.